Welcome back. Thank you so much for rejoining the conversation. And I'm going to put it out there. I want you to get outdoors, plug into that green energy. Take time out to be one with nature and appreciate all the adventures that the world and life have to offer, because we've got this resource literally on our doorstep. Experience sensational sounds, some incredible seasoned artists and memories to last a lifetime. Now, founder of Felt and See and content creator Roshana Gray is here to tell us about her values of sustainability and connection with nature, and why she is encouraging us to get out and experience the Sunset Summer Tour. Roshana, thank you so much for joining us. What a perfect excuse to get out and savor. I love the fact that a massive event like this, something that's going to connect to so many people, is driven by purpose.
Absolutely.
And I think you are very much a person driven by purpose. In fact, you've crafted your whole kind of content creation and who you are on this principle. So maybe that's a good place to start. Felt and See, for the uninitiated, what's it all about?
So at Felt and See, we celebrate the seasons and we track the edible landscape through them, offering wild food foraging workshops and nature-inspired experiences.
This, I've seen it with my son. I always talk about Newlands Forest, particularly because it's the only place where I've seen him become still. And we both, he and I, are just crazy, strong personalities, but we can just sit there, not say a word when we plug into, and we call it green energy now, is how we've kind of typified it. But when you take it a layer below that, not just experiencing that space, but you understand seasonality, what grows where, what you can eat, this deeper understanding, that connection that comes with that. Why is it so important? Why has it become such a fundamental in your life?
It is just the most incredible thing to learn more about our natural environment.
So it's where we're from.
Absolutely. We are nature.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when we are connecting and immersing back into these spaces, whether it's the mountain or the coastline or in the forest, then we can be ourselves.
And I'm starting to discover now, with the way that I've changed the way that I eat and how I kind of treat my body. And a big guide of mine has been Ryle, who knows what you do very well and had an unbelievable experience with you. He spoke about it for about months afterwards. But maybe talk us through how you do it. How do you bring it all together? How do you forage? How do you cook? What's the kind of the mode?
Sure. So basically, we use ecology and food, which is a global connector, everybody can relate to that,
For sure.
as a tool for learning, with nature as our classroom. And yeah, we, through the seasons, there's always something wildly delicious on offer, especially here in delicious Western Cape.
I know.
So in wintertime, it's wild food land foraging. In autumn, we head to the forests and the fields for mushroom foraging. In springtime, we have flower experiences. And now in summer, we go coastal foraging for seaweeds and shellfish.
Ooh, and I think we're discovering things in that seaweed space. I think so much of our evolution happened where the sea meets the land, and we're starting to discover some magical things going on in that space. I love that. When we talk about sustainability, I think we've kind of maybe, hopefully, matured to the point where it's not just a marketing whitewash anymore, some kind of sustainable thing in the future, but rather how we have to live right now, otherwise we're going to run out of it. How do you understand sustainability? Because you've clearly made it your mission to achieve this. How do you see sustainability and what you do fitting into that notion?
So when it comes to harvesting from the wild, it's very important to stress sustainability, because these are very sensitive ecological spaces. So we want to enter those spaces with minimal or no impact at all. Yeah. So on our workshops, we teach sustainable, regenerative and responsible foraging practices.
I love that, and it's just another community to plug into. It's another intellectual pool to plug into. It's another spiritual pool to plug into, because there's a lot going on in the space that speaks to so many people, and we can see it with, thankfully, the fact that when we host these big festivals, big tours like the Sunset Summer Tour, that now we are putting our money where our mouth is, and we're actually following these practices. So how are what they're doing, and I know they're all about just connecting people to nature and to the sun, but how have they aligned with what you're trying to achieve? Why was this such a good click?
Well, it is a celebration of summer, isn't it? And what better way to celebrate summer than go out with your friends at iconic locations.
Absolutely beautiful.
And really just looking at the sunset and enjoying a different kind of local flavour in terms of excellent musicians.
Yeah, and some of the best in the business. I know there are going to be a lot of people just absolutely rocking out, but I love the fact that we are mitigating our impact in these spaces that we get so much from, that we're putting a little bit back there as well. But thank you for doing what you do, and I know you've been doing this for a while, so for holding that voice, that true north, so to speak, thank you for being that. And I'm so glad that purpose-driven people like you, your voice is getting exponentially amplified now, which is wonderful. So thank you so much for being that and being awesome. I cannot wait to go on an adventure. And as I said, I can remember Ryle's reaction after he got to actually go forage and go home and cook the stuff and create and feel that connected to this beautiful planet, to our seasons, to the weather even. And that's what Sunset Summer Tour is all about. It's here, and it's your call to just relax and unwind and plug into nature in the presence of some of the most breathtaking sunsets that you're liable to see anywhere in the world. And of course, it's the beauty of the outdoors that fills our cups back up. So this weekend, it's on. Sunday, the 17th of December, there is a Sunset Summer Concert at On Point Waterfront in Durban. And then further dates include the 26th of December at Cabo Beach Club, and then the 27th at the Grand in Cape Town, which is going to be spectacular. And then the 28th of December in Plet, 29th of December in Knysna. So if you're winding up your school year, I think you're going to do it in style. But get your tickets today and get out there and savor every second you can in this beautiful, beautiful natural world that we are blessed with.